Today I'm going to show you this car. It is a Scion XA with only 50,000 miles. Let's go check it out. So these cars are pretty interesting cars. This is my second Scion XA. This one is got only 50,000 miles, so it's a pretty new car. On the outside it looks really cool. Like, these cars are extremely fun to drive. That's one thing I noticed about this car right away. It feels very much like a go-kart. The thing that I like about it, it's a 4-door. And look at this, the seats. The rear seats fold down. It's a 60-40 split. I think that's what they call it. But you can have the seats up like this, and you have room to carry 2 more passengers in the back. Actually 3 if they fit. And then you push up on this, bring it down. Let me get the other side, like that. And now you have these hooks here too that you can strap things on for carrying your cargo. The hatch, you can see it just needs a little bit of a clean. I'm going to clean this out. The trunk is really nice because you have quite a bit of space, and you have a hook here for the trunk, another hook here to strap things onto. You also have this hook over here, so you have quite a bit of space, and you have a spare underneath here. It's underneath this bin. I just got this yesterday, so I didn't have a lot of time to clean it just yet. But it is a really good car. And of course, a lot of people don't know, but Scion is really just a Toyota. It's the youth brand of Toyota. So let's look inside. It's got power windows, which is a nice feature. You also have power locks. And you even have like the electronic opening and closing. One of the things I really like about the Scion XAs, other than them being extremely fun to drive, the seating height is pretty high. So it's not like you get into the car and sink down, then you have to kind of pull yourself up. It's almost like a level way of getting out. And it's a very well laid out car. It's very simple. In a way, I kind of admire car makers for doing a really good job on economy cars, because it's the type of cars that most people do need to get to work and back. They're just really great cars to have. And this one is a great car because it just gets really good gas mileage. It's small, that you can like keep it in the city. It's easy to park. It's a fun little car. And most people should get some of these cars instead of the larger ones. So inside the car, you have a lot of great features. It's very safe. You have an airbag here. You have another airbag here. Another one over there. Another one over there. And I believe, yeah, you have 2 more airbags in the back. And the Scion has a pretty decent radio. Because it's the youth brand, they put a Pioneer stereo into here, which makes it very, very good sounding. The AC, the heating works. Everything is like really simple. Nothing is complex about this car. And then of course you have your glove box, which is kind of small. You also have some storage underneath. You have some storage underneath the glove box, which is nice. And then you have another pocket here on the side. Another pocket here. Another nice feature is this little flippy thing where you can put some additional things in here. You also have your ashtray, you have your cigarette lighter, and then some additional storage over here. It's always nice to have storage in these economy cars because the people that do get them seem to carry a lot of things around. And then you have your 2 cup holders up here in front of the shift lever. Now this car would have been so much better with a 5-speed manual transmission, and every Scion I've ever had was the automatic. One thing to note is that even though this is a Scion and automatic, Toyota makes some of the best automatic transmissions I've ever seen. My Toyota Paseo's got 238,000 miles and it's an automatic and never had any problems. But if you had a Honda that was automatic, you probably have some transmission issues by this time. These cars in automatic are just as fun, but for me, I would prefer a 5-speed manual because it is much more fun. Let me go ahead and start the car. And this thing just starts right up. And you can see it's still cold. I got the brake on, the doors open. Let me show you the miles. 50,296 miles. You like this car, Sophie? Yeah, you do. So the pedal here on the car is kind of interesting because the accelerator is very light, just moving a little bit, so you keep the efficiency high. But then it's a little bit much harder. It's a little bit harder pushing down to rev it up. So they do that, I believe, intentionally, so you don't waste as much money on gas. The seats are very, very simple. They actually hold you fairly well, but they only have the ability of going forward and back. It doesn't go up at all. For the bad thing of this car, the previous owner banged it up on the right side. If you can see here, this is pretty banged up. It probably needs a new door. I don't know if I'll be able to fix this, but no, it's locked. But it also hit this front door as well and scraped this part, so it probably needs this door. But as far as like tires, the tires are brand new. They have plenty of life left. It's a really great car, and if you want a cheap commuter to go back and forth to work, this might be the car for you. And I really enjoy these Scions. They're much more fun than my Toyota Paseo right there. Of course, that's a much older car than this one, but very comfortable car. Even for long trips, it's a decent car to have. And it's just a very quirky looking car that's small, and they don't seem to make good small cars anymore these days. So if you're in the market for one, yeah, let me know. I'm probably selling this one pretty soon. I think the styling of this car is very cute. I think it's very lovable. The front looks cute. It's not aggressive. It just seems like a very dependable car to have for a very long time. Typical of a lot of these, it's plastic and it's already starting to fade. You also have something pretty interesting. You have the power mirrors. A lot of these economy cars don't have power mirrors.